I hope a lot sooner rather than later people start to realize that a lot of our, and I'm going to say our because myself included, a lot of our favorite artists are trying to get us to subscribe to an empty lifestyle. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, I think in general it's pretty self-explanatory, but I want to just like go a little further with my thoughts. Some of our favorite artists, this goes for men and women, majority of their songs, what is it about? It's about about cheating on your partner, sneaky links, having hoes, drugs, sex, blah 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 blah, right? And a lot of them are like pushing their 30s, some of them 40s, whatnot, and they're still talking about the same thing. And they do realize that as an artist, they do have these millions of listeners, millions of followers. A lot of y'all do try to like emulate this lifestyle. You want this lifestyle, blah blah blah. But if you take a step back and really think about what they're talking about and look at what they're saying, and then also actually, aside from like the glitz and glam, look at their actual lives, their lifestyle, specifically their love life, they're almost always in shambles. Why? They're practicing what they preach, which is having hoes, sneaky links, blah blah blah, just pure emptiness. They don't have anything to show for it except a bunch of strangers that they've given themselves to, and like they just have nothing to show for it besides money, I guess, whatever. And then we listen to that, and for whatever, I'm not even gonna say we, because I don't think that I'm a true romantic. I've never believed in like having hoes and like sneaky links and like none of that stuff. I don't. But a lot of folks do believe in that stuff. And then they listen to their favorite artists who are like validating these actions and these mindsets and everything like that. But like I said, if you look at their love lives, they don't have anybody, or like they've been cheated on, lied to, like all that stuff. They don't have stability when it comes to a romantic relationship, which is, I don't care what anybody says, everybody wants to be in a romantic relationship. I don't care what anybody says, everybody wants to be loved. And it doesn't matter how many songs they drop that say like F love, I'm just in lust, like those are literal lyrics and stuff like that. There's F love, I'm just in lust, like who cares about being in love, or stuff like we can do the do that like mom and daddies do, but we don't have to be in love. I don't have to know your name. It's like, what? So I've come to a point where like I'm being very discerning with the music that I listen to, because I'll be listening to it and it'll be like, I'll do this and that to you, for you, blah blah blah, I don't need to know your name, you won't hear back from me the next day, blah blah. And then I would just be like, wait, why am I singing this? Like, why am I listening to this right now? First of all, I'm in a very like happy, stable relationship. Second of all, like, why would I be like entertaining this? I don't even believe it. Like, what? And like one of the crazy things is that some of those artists, they don't even believe what they're saying to you. They're just like, they're encouraging to, so it's either one or two things. They're either emulating that lifestyle, and we see like they're like pushing 30s and 40s, which I'm not saying it's old, but I'm saying for this mentality and mindset, you're too old for that. 30s and 40s talking about having hoes and sneaky links. It's like, so when you're 70, you think those like hoes and sneaky links are going to be taking care of you, caring for you? Okay. And I do think like people's willingness to like jump onto this is what's like corrupting the dating market right now, because we do have people who just don't care about other people. They just want to, you know, have the hoes, the sneaky links, blah 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 blah. So it's either that, so it's either they're actually emulating this lifestyle and we see that they're actually like lonely, they don't have anybody, they might have all the hoes in the world, all the sneaky links in the world, all the money in the world, but they don't actually have any love. It's either that, or they're just selling you a lie, which happens too, which goes to show you how much like they as an artist care about you, their fans. It's either that, or it's also a lie and they don't even practice what they preach. It'll be married men in committed relationships, even the women in committed relationships who are talking about like sleeping with a guy just for his money and like just use him for whatever, like I don't want to be in love, blah, blah, blah. The men and the women, and the whole time they do want to be in love. They'll literally say it, or they'll be like, when they get questioned about, so like they're always singing about like their sexual activities and like multiple partners and blah blah blah. But when you ask the women, they'll be like, oh no, I keep this tight and locked down, no. But the whole time they're singing it, and they want you to sing it too. Now I do recognize that it is all for fun and entertainment, but in reality, because all of our words have power, right? So stuff like that, those kind of mentalities, those kind of songs and everything like that, that actually does something to you. Now, I don't want this to go over anybody's head because like you think I'm being like too serious and it's not that deep, because to a certain extent and a certain level it is actually that deep. And also, I sometimes listen to these songs too. Like, I listen to these artists and everything like that. But I've just been like checking myself. Is anybody else like feeling how I'm feeling? Like, I'll be listening to the songs and then I'll just like stop it. It's just like, why am I listening to a song about a guy saying he would cheat on his girl and he wouldn't even tell her sorry? Like, why am I listening to that? Why am I listening to a song about a girl saying like, I have 5 dudes, I'm sleeping with them all just to get the money, I don't actually care about you? Like, these are all things I would never do. These are all things that I don't want men to do to women or other partners. These are things I don't want women to do to other men or their partners. So why am I like feeding into this? And then that's another thing. We keep listening to these songs and hyping them up and making them number ones, and they're gonna keep pumping it out. And so for like generations, we just have generations of just like toxic music that we've made the number one chart, and that tells that artist this is what they like, I'm gonna keep doing this. Like I said, I do realize to a certain extent it's all for like fun and entertainment, but I just think for me personally, I'm just reaching like a certain level in maturity, a certain level in my relationship, a certain level in just everything in my life where I'm just questioning like, what is this? I mean, of course, like if I'm at a party or if I'm at the club or, well, I don't really like going to the club anymore, but if I'm at like the club or something like that, then of course I'm gonna dance, I'm gonna sing along, blah blah blah. But like constantly digesting it and like making it a part of like my routine, and by routine I mean like I listen to music every day, of course. So making it a part of my teen routine. And to me, the way I think about it is that like I would never be friends with someone like this. I would never hang out with someone like this, a man or a woman with either one of these mentalities. I would never want them to be my friend. They're not doing anything for me. Like as a friend, I don't see like we can't grow with each other because you're down here with this mindset, you know, and I'm trying to get higher and higher. So I would never be friends with this person. I would never want to interact with this person. And even if it's a scenario where they don't actually practice what they're preaching, it's just, why is that what you're deciding to preach? Like, you're touching millions of people and the message that you want to get across is cheat on your girlfriend, cheat on your boyfriend, use them, like just stuff like, it's just like, I don't know. This is just a yap session. Just let me know what you think.